My name is Renee, and in today's science segment, we're focusing on human anatomy. We're going to be learning about bones, muscles, and tendons by making your own robot hand. To get things started today, I actually wanted to ask you a question. Have you ever looked down at your hand while writing and wondered what's underneath your skin and how it all works together to make your hand move? Well, underneath our skin are lots of things that make up our bodies. 3 of these things are bones, muscles, and tendons. There are 206 bones in the human body, and together they make up our skeleton. Bones provide support to our bodies and help form our shape. Even though they're light, bones are strong enough to support our entire weight. Bones also protect our body's organs. For example, the skull protects the brain, the spinal column protects the spinal cord, and the ribs protect the heart and lungs. The bones of the hand provide support and flexibility to the soft tissues. Now, I have another question for you. Take a guess at how many bones you think we have in our hands. Well, we definitely have a handful. We have 3 bones in each finger and 2 bones in each thumb, all of which are called phalanges. The phalanges connect to the metacarpals, which are the bones in the palm of your hand. There are 5 metacarpals, each one related to a digit or finger. Altogether, you have 19 bones in each hand, plus 8 in each wrist. The bones in your wrist are called carpal bones. The carpal bones are a set of 8 irregularly shaped bones. Now, moving on, have you ever thought about what allows your body to produce force and motion? Well, we have our muscles to thank for that. We have more than 600 muscles in our bodies. They do everything from pumping blood throughout your body to helping you lift your heavy backpack. You can control some of your muscles, while others, like the ones that make up your heart, are involuntary. You have 3 different types of muscles in your body: smooth muscle, cardiac muscle, and skeletal muscle. Smooth muscles are muscles that you can't control. Your brain and body tell these muscles what to do, without you even thinking about it. Smooth muscles are hard at work all over your body. For example, smooth muscles in your digestive system tighten up and relax to allow food to travel through your digestive system. The second type of muscle is cardiac muscle, or myocardium. The thick muscles of the heart contract to pump blood out and then relax to let it back in after it has flowed throughout your body. Just like smooth muscle, cardiac muscle is also involuntary. The third and last type of muscle is skeletal muscle. It's probably the type you think of when I say the word muscle. Skeletal muscles help us do many things such as running, walking, and shooting a basketball. Skeletal muscles are voluntary muscles, which means that you can control what they do. These muscles help to make up the musculoskeletal system, which is made up of your muscles and bones. In most cases, a skeletal muscle is attached to one end of a bone. It stretches all the way across a joint, which is the place where 2 bones meet, and then attaches again to another bone. Skeletal muscles are attached to bones with the help of tendons. Tendons are cords made of tough tissue, and they work as special connector pieces. Your fingers and thumbs are moved by tendons, which are moved by muscles. Usually, tendons attach muscles to bones, and then the muscles move the bones. However, your fingers are unique because there are no muscles in your fingers. The muscles that control your fingers are actually in your forearm and the palm of your hand. The muscles move the tendons in your fingers, and the tendons make your fingers move. The tendons slide through a tendon sheath, which is connected to your finger bones. You can see the tendons move in your fingers as you make a fist and then open it again. In today's activity, we'll be using straws to represent the tendon sheaths and string to represent the tendons. So let's dive into the activity and make our own robot hand. For this activity, you will need construction paper, a pen or pencil, scissors, tape, string or yarn. It's best to have 5 different colors, but if you don't, that's okay. And you'll also need drinking straws, either paper or plastic. It's more eco-friendly to use paper straws, but if you have plastic straws lying around at home, that's okay to use too. And this is optional, but you can also use 1 jumbo straw for this activity. First, you're going to trace the outline of your hand onto construction paper. If you want the larger sized hand, I recommend tracing an adult's hand. Then cut out the hand outline with scissors. Next, place your hand back onto the paper hand outline and mark the locations of your joints. The joints in your hand are the places where the fingers bend, or where 2 bones meet. Then fold the paper hand at the marked joint locations. Now it's time to add the straws. Cut up the straws to represent the lengths of the bones in your hand. Next, tape down the straws onto the paper hand, making sure to correctly match the size of the straw and the size of the bone. If you have a jumbo straw, you can tape it down on the wrist, but if you don't have one, you can use a regular sized straw as well. Now it's time to add the yarn. Using a different yarn or string color for each finger, cut 5 strands of yarn into 60cm long pieces. If you're using string, tape down the pieces of string to the top of the fingers and thumb. If you're using yarn, you can either tie a knot on one end of each piece of yarn, or you can also tape down the pieces of yarn to the top of the fingers and thumb. Next, thread the yarn or string strands through the straws down each finger. Have all the colors meet at the wrist. Now it's time for the fun part. Your robot hand is ready to play and experiment with. Pull on the strings individually and in different combinations to explore the wonder of robotic hands. So, to recap, what did we learn today? Well, we learned about bones, in particular the bones in our hands. We learned about muscles and the 3 different types. We learned about special connector pieces called tendons. And we even got to apply what we learned by making our own robot hand. I hope you had fun today learning about the musculoskeletal system, as well as making your own robot hand.